Herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA 2K18. Ja, und die schwersten Spiele sind jetzt erstmal rum, nämlich gegen die Golden State Warriors und die Houston Rockets. Da ist es einfach extrem schwer zu gewinnen. Jetzt wird es wieder ein bisschen einfacher gegen die Denver Nuggets, denke ich. Ist was möglich? Ob was möglich ist, das seht ihr jetzt im ersten Viertel. Viel Spaß beim Spiel.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Checking out the Clippers, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie. You know, huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the off-season because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What up, boy? Oh, okay. Look who's already putting in that work.
Oh, what you talking about, bro? My habits are impeccable. But you already knew that. Hey, what's up, Freshie?
Oh, take your chauffeur to work day again. Hey, do me a favor. Stop posting to social media when you're driving.
Yo, you follow me, though.
Okay, like it or not, and I don't, part of my job is now following you on social media because you have the star rookie's life in your hands.
10 and 2, baby, always. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real good driver. Plus, if I crash, I can't be going back to my neighborhood, yo.
Okay, how do you know each other?
Well, our parents, our mothers were friends.
His mom and my mom been friends since, like, 1902, you know what I'm saying? And my twin, Lil Tasty, we go way back with DJ, you know what I'm saying? You heard of Lil Tasty, right? Rapper, don't get it twisted. Yellow Mamba, a.k.a. Two Braids, a.k.a. Teardrop Shotty. He knows, because he's my baby. But yeah, we go way back. Indeed. But my posts are fire, though, right?
I gotta get out there.
Good. Anyway.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. And Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. And tonight, Steve, a marquee matchup. This is one of those games that definitely draws some attention to it.
Yeah, these are the games where fans, people watching, they are in their seats with their popcorns. They're ready to go. These are the best of the best, and people want to see this. I'm looking forward to this one, Kevin.
Why not? You got a new tie. You've got a new suit. I mean, you're ready to go. You know people are going to be watching you and listening to your words.
That's why my makeup is perfect.
It is. It's so. You did a good job tonight on that.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
Tip-off goes to Denver. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Nelson is out there with Harris. And it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Here's Los Angeles now. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
Back to Griffin. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Nelson gets it to go. Nuggets on D. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
I was honestly shocked they let the lead go. They need to learn how to manage the clock and lead better as the season goes on.
Clock is at 3. Gallinari, the offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Reed, no good on the free throw. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. 11 feet away, doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Here's Reed, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now, here is Nelson. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Griffin. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Nelson.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
Griffin against Chandler. 18 feet out. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he couldn't deliver.
That doesn't go either for Chandler. The Clippers in the lead. Williams kicks to Griffin. From deep, Gallinari. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Griffin had a chance to score that one, but he saw a teammate wide open, so he kicked it to him for a nice one.
Chandler outside. Jokic a screen. And Chandler, here we go. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, you knew with all the potential free agents with the Clippers last offseason, they could look different this year. And you can't avoid change, as we all know, in the NBA.
You're so right, Kevin. A very different team makeup now for the Clippers. Hard to replace a player like Chris Paul. We'll see what this new look roster can do.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Griffin sends it back.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Beverly wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Chandler against Gallinari. Chandler, no good.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Count that one. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Nelson kicks to Jokic. Down low, Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Back to Beverly. Gallinari against Chandler. Now, here is Gallinari. He's tightly guarded, and it's Beverly missing. The Nuggets trail. Chandler with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And here's Gallinari following Paul Millsap's three. Here's Griffin from 16 feet away. He cans it.
That mid-range jump shot is getting better and better for Blake.
Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jokic kicks to Harris. Jokic a screen. Jokic with the screen on Gallinari. Here's Chandler, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And Steve, when you reach this midway point of the season, the All-Star break approaching, how many teams are looking forward to get some rest at this stage?
I think a lot. I think sometimes when you have guys have that nagging injuries, you're looking forward to that break. Some teams have not been playing their best. You want to just get some time away, and hopefully you can come back at the All-Star break. So having this week-long All-Star breaks now, it helps the body, it helps the mind, and a lot of these teams, it gets them back on track.
Kind of hit that reset button, huh?
Yes, I've been hitting that a lot.
Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back to when this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
Here's Beverly, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Outside Williams. Pass to Griffin. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
The Nuggets have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Jokic kicks to Harris. Denver passing it around. Unloads from 13. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Harris. Millsap's got 7.
Great spacing afforded by Millsap's shooting. It opens the floor for his teammates.
Now the pass to Reed. And Gallinari kicks to Beverly. Reed a screen. Floats one up. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Clippers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
2 shots.
And that one misses. And the Clippers making a change here. DJ's checked in. Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Good on the second free throw. Now, here is Nelson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. There's the dish to Millsap. Harris against Williams. Plumlee sets the pick for Chandler. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Harris against Williams. Left side, Griffin for the 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from DJ.
It is so important to be able to hit the three-point ball. DJ putting up points and stretching out the defense.
Nelson kicks to Millsap, shoots over Griffin, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And there's the feed to DJ. He dishes it to Williams. Passes it to DJ. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. DJ's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Nuggets have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Nuggets.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. Now, that's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Now, here is Nelson. He's guarded closely. Fires, high post. No good off the front iron.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Gallinari left side. Inside. Millsap with the steal. Chandler inside the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Millsap. He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instinct. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Millsap sets the pick for Nelson. On the wing, Chandler for 3. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down who has the ball last.
And here is DJ. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Makes it off the glass. Reed's got 7 points. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Reed, and it's Rivers in for Williams. Denver also making some changes. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Chandler. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris, and it's Jamal Murray in for Nelson. Now here's Murray. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Fareed with the basket on the assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
DJ passes to Harrell. DJ dishes to Gallinari. Kicks it to DJ. Feeds it to Griffin. Clippers moving the ball around. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. Sam Decker's checked in for the Clippers. Wells comes in for Gallinari. And here is Murray. 8 points his last outing. Now DJ down low. Here's Rivers. Lays it up and banks it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Screen by Fareed. Here's Barton. The Nuggets with another miss. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Decker. Stolen by Fareed. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets the bucket.
The vision from Millsap. Great skill.
Here's Rivers.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league. And the Nuggets were the team, ultimately, that was able to land it.
DJ kicks to Rivers. Now here's Decker. Fareed defending. Dishes it to DJ. Offline with his 3. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team. Gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
Now Decker following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Wells' shot is good.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Barton kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Wells, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that's now 11 points for Millsap.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Here's Wells, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Clippers lead by 2.
I love watching Wells pull up from beyond the arc. A remarkable scorer when given room to shoot.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Pass to Barton. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Teodosic is checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver also making a switch. Isles checked in. The free throw, no good. The Clippers shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Wells passes to Teodosic. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
And love watching Wells dish the rock. A fiery player who just slings perfect passes to his guys.
Barton from outside. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. A chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game has been, you know, we can beat any team in this league. You know, if we work together and, you know, put everything into play, you know, we'll be all right. And that's the kind of attitude we've been having. You know, that's the attitude we have to keep.
Greg, it's got to be.
Kurze Viertelanalyse, ja, durchwachsenes Spiel in den 6 Minuten, die ich gespielt habe. 5 Punkte, das ist gut. 2 Fouls ist nicht so gut, wobei das letzte Foul auch gleich hätte genauso gut ein Block sein können. Das ist halt manchmal so, wenn man im Wurf dazwischen geht, dann kommt es auch mal zum Foul. In der zweiten Hälfte kann es ja nur besser werden. Zum Spielverlauf selbst, extrem eng und umkämpft. Wir sind ebenbürtige Gegner. Hier ist noch nichts entschieden. Viel Spaß bei der zweiten Hälfte.
More than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the 2 elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
They've got Decker. Rivers out there with Teodosic. Then there's Harrell, and it's Wells in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Denver with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Jokic has checked in for Mason Plumlee. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jokic with a screen on Rivers. 6 to shoot. Barton against Rivers. Denver keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Here's Fareed. Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Pass to Teodosic. Now here's Decker. D right on him. Wells connects from 3-point range. Wells has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And there's no question that Wells is solid at getting space to pull the trigger.
It's Barton with the drive. Jokic kicks to Murray. From deep. And no good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Creating a size mismatch in close, that's the kind of thing you're working for.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. The Nuggets trail by 8. And there's the pass to Jokic. Here's Lyles. Jokic with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night. Man, Doc Rivers has quite the resume as a player and as an NBA coach. Won a title with the Boston Celtics, also a former Coach of the Year.
Here's Wiles after the made shot from Shammy Wells. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. To the inside, and Decker scoops it in.
And like how alert Wells is on the floor. High motor, guy who knows when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Barton. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Wiles no good. Clippers leading by 12. Now here's Wells. And another three for the Clippers.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Harrell up top. Jokic defended. Rivers. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 15. And here is Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Reedy's checked in for Rivers. The Nuggets also changing it up. Chandler comes in for Fareed. And Nelson is subbed in for Will Barton. Now, Wells, he's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harrell. Alinari comes in for Decker. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Wells. And he makes that one.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Passes to Wiles. Griffin with the steal. Here's Teodosic. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Teodosic has got 10.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Nelson kicks to Harris. Nelson outside to end the run. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's the shot Nelson's always relied on, and it served him well. He works nonstop on the perimeter, finding the space he needs to get good looks from beyond.
Griffin's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 16. On the wing, Chandler. Nelson outside. Back to Chandler. Fires the three. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Gallinari's got his second bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nelson, the pass to Wiles. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wiles got his second bucket tonight.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Griffin, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them, but they're still in the driver's seat.
And the Clippers making a change here. DJ's checked in. To the inside. Chandler, no good.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Reed a screen on Nelson. Beverly dishes to DJ. Left side, Griffin. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nelson against Beverly. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Nelson. Nelson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Steve, they say that defense wins championships. Talk about the value of communication on the floor when it comes to a team playing great team defense.
I think, Kevin, for fans, and especially young kids out there, watch the great teams, the teams that are winning championships. They communicate. The teams that are not winning, you can see on the bench, not a lot of guys are talking. You don't see communication with players and coaches. The teams that win, they are constant chatter about making the right play and also criticizing each other, but constructive criticism.
Did you learn that watching other teams that were great as they were at the top of their game and you guys were a developing team and you were a developing player?
I think for me, at a young age, getting a chance to watch the Detroit Pistons, being from Detroit, hanging around Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, and obviously the late, great Chuck Daly, they were in constant communication, and they won, so that helped me be able to develop my communication skills.
Now, here's DJ. He's got 5. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Griffin, and the officials call a traveling violation. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Clippers, number 1.
It's the hallmark of a strong defensive team. When you can keep your opponents to such a low point total, it shows you are setting the pace.
And that'll prompt Mike Malone to break right here. A timeout taken. A different look for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Trey Lyles. The Nuggets trail by 16. Nelson kicks to Plumlee. Inside. Shoots from the elbow. Millsap misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Griffin passes to Beverly. That one good for 2. Beverly's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nelson kicks to Millsap. Here's Chandler, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Chandler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Millsap is a gifted passer, creating for his teammates.
DJ dishes to Griffin. Beverly for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Clippers leading by 16. To the paint, here's Reed. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 6 assists here tonight. Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Harris. Harris missing again.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Rockets gave them an edge. He ended up with 10 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He made a big impact coming off the bench. An incredible bonus to the team. Will he do it again? Well, we'll see, Kevin.
Okay, thanks, David. And what do you think, guys? Will we see a repeat of his performance again in this one?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's even better tonight, Devin. He has the ability to follow up a great game with an even greater one.
But you have to think he's a little worn down from that last game. It had to have taken a lot out of him.
Now, here is Nelson. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
You know what I'll tell you? He's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Griffin doesn't do it as often anymore, but he is still one of the top dunkers in the league. He just rises up and finishes with a lot of power. There was a time when he was good for a poster dunk every game.
Both shots good from the strike.
Blake Griffin, the former Oklahoma Sooner, has done a nice job in this league. We understood his athleticism coming out of college, but he's added so much to his game.
Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Takes the three. Plumlee with the rebound. And Steve Griffin's still a fantastic dunker, as you said, but it's something he's done less and less as he's grown as a player.
Yeah, you think of him, and you will, as one of the best dunkers of all time, but he's not really doing that a lot anymore. It's better for his game long-term to switch off trying to slam it home every time and just play the game at a great level.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And Gallinari kicks to DJ. It's Reed high post. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reed a screen. There's the triple. And DJ gets it to go on the assist from Gallinari. Gallinari's got his third assist on the night. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The Nuggets with another miss.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Here's Nelson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nelson's got 5 points now this quarter. Got it off in time. No good there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Na, das war doch mal eine tolle erste Hälfte. Jetzt führen wir auch relativ deutlich. Und ja, zu meinem Spiel, es ist deutlich besser geworden jetzt im zweiten Viertel. Es kamen nochmal 3 Punkte dazu, außerdem nochmal ein Rebound, endlich ein Assist und auch ein Steal. Also jetzt sieht es ganz gut aus mit 8 Punkten, 2 Rebounds, 1 Assist, 1 Steal. Und auf der Gegenseite halt die 2 Fouls, aber die kann ich jetzt dann auch verkraften. Ob die zweite Hälfte genauso gut wird oder ob die Nuggets nochmal rankommen und es nochmal richtig spannend wird, das seht ihr morgen. Denn das war's für heute. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen hoch da. Ihr dürft auch sehr, sehr gerne kommentieren. Und wenn ihr es noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert es doch einfach. Und klickt die kleine Glocke neben dem Abonnieren-Button, denn dann verpasst ihr nichts mehr bei uns auf dem Kanal. Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal, auf die rechte Seite des Bildschirms für die komplette NBA 2K18 Playlist und in der Mitte, da könnt ihr uns abonnieren. Und ich sage Tschüss und macht's gut, bis morgen.